Hello everyone, and welcome to our hometown. I'm Jim McCallum, I'm your host. My special guest is Emily Sinclair. Emily, we're here at beautiful Mulberry Park in Charlotte, and we're here for the farmers market.
Yes, sir. I'm glad you all came out.
All right. You've been very responsible for a whole lot of what's going on here today, so tell us what we're going to see when we start roving around.
Sure. So our market goes from May to July. We're here every Saturday from 9 to 1, and we have anywhere from 20 to 30 vendors on average that come in. We have anywhere from 200 to 400 people that come and visit the market. So you're going to see anything from homemade soaps to plants to, let's see, what else
How
do
about
we
music?
We have music. We have the Grass Needs Mowing. They are a Bluegrass Americana group that comes in every Saturday. And then we'll have another event later this afternoon.
Now, is this the kickoff event here today?
It is not. We've been going 2
Okay.
weeks. We started on May 13th.
Crowds have been good.
Crowds have been good.
Let's plan on roving around a little bit today and saying hello to some of these vendors.
Sounds great.
All right, here we go. We're here in one of the many tents here at the Charlotte Park, and I'm interviewing Jennifer Gerald. Jennifer, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
Well, let's talk about the star of the show first, and that would be Jasmine. Tell us a little bit about Jasmine.
She is a unique little girl, that is for sure. She's a rescue.
Oh, good.
And she is my live model to support the cause of the half-choke martingale. They are doggy bling, but they are fully functional for walking.
And that's what we're talking about around Jasmine's neck, am I
Correct.
right?
Yes, and actually they're not just for dogs. I'm wearing one because I had women approaching the table before I was using the paw prints, and they were putting them on. So to my surprise, I didn't really know how to react at first. But it's taken on a life form of its own, and I have women custom ordering the dog collars as well. So.
You're a jeweler of considerable skill, am I right?
Yes, sir.
And I learned a moment ago you're a teacher.
I do. I teach preschool.
And are you also into physical fitness?
Yes.
What do you do with your spare time?
Play with her.
Okay. Jennifer, thank you for being with us. We
Thank
appreciate it. We're here with Audrey Sudreth. Audrey, sweets is what this is all about, am I right?
Yes, we have lots of sweets.
Tell us the name of your business.
We are Nancy Joe's Homemade Bakery of
Right.
Oak Island.
From Oak Island.
Yes.
Well, we're glad you're here today. Tell us a little bit about your products.
Well, we carry a variety of products at the farmers market. We have sweetbreads like rum cake and chocolate bourbon cake and banana bread.
Wow.
And then we carry a 12-layer chocolate cake. That's our specialty. It's
Do you have one of those here today?
I do. I have several of them up here, and then it's behind us on the sign as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you eat a little bit of the profits?
I do.
I'm
I do.
not
It's too
surprised.
good not to eat a little bit.
I would too. I would too. What's your biggest seller?
Our biggest seller, I would say it's a tie between the 12-layer cake and our banana bread.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're all freshly baked, obviously.
They are. They are.
From Oak Island. Are they baked in Oak Island?
They are. We have a storefront on Oak Island, and we also carry fudge and chocolate-dipped candies and cakes that have to be kept in the cooler there. They
Wow.
can't come to the farmers market. So.
This is one of your first times here in Charlotte, am I right?
It is.
All right. Well, we're glad you're here, and we
Well,
really
thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
We're here with Gerald Muckenfoos. Mr. Muckenfoos, thanks for being with us. You're from Ash?
Ash, yes.
And you've got some great products here today. We're going to get the camera on some of those, but tell us, first off, do you grow all these yourself?
Yes, sir. We grow everything we sell.
All right. You've got a couple of unusual ones. We were talking about blue potatoes.
Blue potatoes.
I've never heard of those, but obviously we've got some nice ones here.
Yeah, that's the first year we've grown them.
Tell us a little bit about the variety of the products you've got.
All right, we've got zucchini
Yes, sir.
and squash
Right?
and green beans, the Roman bean,
Mm-hmm.
and broccolina, and onions and cabbage and new potatoes.
Now it's pretty early in the season. As the season goes by, you've got more products than this, I'll bet.
Yes, sir. We grow different things as it comes in season.
Is the corn getting high?
Corn's getting high. We should have it about the middle of June.
Now I'm going to ask you this: do you ever get 2 different growing seasons in some of these products?
Oh yeah, we have a fall season on a lot of it.
On a lot of them. Okay. What's your best seller here at Charlotte?
Probably be the new potatoes and tomatoes when we have them.
All right, tomatoes aren't ready yet?
No, they'll be about the end of June.
End of June. Mr. Muckafoose, thanks for being with us. We really appreciate it. We're here with Mason Marshall. Mason is with Mason's Market. He has specialty popcorn products and an even better story to tell. Mason, thanks for being with us.
Hi,
How old are you?
I'm 11 years old and I started this a few years ago.
All right, and you're
I'm Melissa Marshall. I'm his mama.
all right. Thanks for being with us,
Absolutely.
Mason. This is a wonderful story, and it's not just about selling popcorn. But tell us how you got interested in popcorn products, and in a minute I'm going to ask you what you do with your revenue.
The reason I started this is because I found out on the internet that you couldn't buy popcorn from Myrtle Beach all the way to Wilmington.
How much money did you start with? How much money did you start with?
Mom and Dad gave $50 and said do something good for the community, so I came back 2 weeks later and said I'm gonna start popcorn.
All right. How many different popcorns do you have?
40 plus.
Wow. And you told me a few minutes ago. I asked you how you made your popcorn. You said it's a special secret recipe. Am I right?
Yep.
All right. The big part of the story we have today is that you give your revenues to other very worthy outfits. Is that right?
Yes.
Do all of your products go to, or all of your revenue go to other charities or other worthwhile events?
Except for enough to keep you running, huh?
Yeah, I just keep a little bit just to get supplies
All right.
to make popcorn.
To whom have you recently given some of your monies?
Jesse May Monroe
Okay. And do you know what they're going to use the monies for?
to pay off hot lunch debts.
Hot lunch debts. Are there some others that you give your revenues to?
Griffith Town Fire Department, South Carolina 4-H.
Wow.
And usually like January to December, I buy Christmas presents for kids that don't get Christmas at Brunswick County.
That is absolutely awesome, Mason. Mason, you've got a great future. You're going to be a businessman in the future?
Yeah.
What kind of business might you like to operate?
You can tell what you want to do.
Sure.
I want to own a restaurant.
All right.
And what else are you going to sell there? Popcorn and fudge?
Popcorn fudge.
Well, Mason and Mom, we really appreciate your being with us today. Thanks so much, and it's a great story. We're here with Lindy Carmelingo. Did I say that right?
Correct.
All right,
Yes.
that's a good start.
Wonderful.
Lindy, tell us about your business here.
It's natural sea glass, jewelry, and home decor. All the sea glass has been plucked from the shore. A lot of it from New Jersey. It's not quite in abundance in North Carolina as it was there.
Well, tell us what sea glass is. Tell us what it is.
Sea glass started out as china, dishes, glass,
Okay.
medicine bottles, and was cast off and tumbled in the sea and turned up on the shore.
It's just what the word indicates,
new
right?
new shape, yes.
All right, good. You spend a lot of your time, well, let's put it this way. Being here on this Saturday is just a very small part of what you do, isn't it?
Yes, it is. This is a hobby for me, and I enjoy being here and meeting people and selling my products.
And your husband has a business right adjacent to us, is that
Yes, he
correct?
does.
Does it have a different name?
Tommy Signs.
All right, I've been speaking with him. He's a veteran.
He's a
we know
veteran.
that. And he hand paints all of the signs that
All
we're
his
seeing
signs.
next door.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All his signs are hand painted. He's always enjoyed that kind of calligraphy, I guess, and now has the opportunity to sell some of it.
Well, he's a real artist, and we thank you both for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Lindy. Emily, when we spoke earlier, I didn't say that you're with the town of Charlotte, and you do their public relations and events.
Yes, I'm the Parks and Recreation and Business Coordinator.
All right.
So this whole month of June, we're going to be having our movies in the park here at dusk. They'll be every Thursday night. And in July, on July 6th, we'll start back up with our concerts, and we'll have Daryl Harwood, who will start out at 7 p.m. on Thursdays.
And let's say to our viewers, if you haven't been here to Mulberry Park, please come. It's an absolutely fantastic facility, and it's being used each and every day.
It is, it is. We have rental venues available if you want to book a party and come out and visit us.
Emily Sinclair, thank you for hosting us today. Thanks again.
Thanks, Jim.
WARM helps people stay in their homes by making urgent repairs, building wheelchair access ramps, anything that's going to make them safer and help prevent injuries and accidents, and help them stay in their home longer, help them age in place with dignity and independence. WARM serves New Hanover, Pender, and Brunswick counties. This year in Brunswick County we've served 44 households, so that's pretty great. It's almost one a week in Brunswick County. A lot of people compare us to Habitat for Humanity. They mostly do brand new construction from the ground up, and we start with the roof down. We do existing homes, owner-occupied homes, and the folks who live in there have probably been in their homes for years and years, maybe raised their children in there, but WARM volunteers, headed by our construction staff, will go in and make urgent repairs. Well, there's so many ways that the community support helps WARM. Of course, it helps us further the mission of WARM, puts more wheelchair ramps in place, puts more grab bars up, repairs more flooring, helps people stay in their home longer and in ways that we'll never know because it's very prevention focused. All of the ATMC money will be used in Brunswick County. So far this year we've served 44 households in Brunswick County, which we're really excited about. That's almost one a week. And one of those folks was Mr. Arvis. He's a military veteran and he's continuing to serve others by working now at Salvation Army. So he is making his way in the world in Brunswick County, doing for others, and he just didn't have the money it takes to do costly repairs to his home, although he's been managing his money well enough to stay in it all these years. So we were able to put a roof on his house and do some other minor repairs. We'll be doing things like wheelchair ramps, flooring, anything that'll make people safer in their homes and help them age in place.
Mayor Walt Eckert of the town of Charlotte, North Carolina, does hereby proclaim May 27, 2017 as Alton and E.B. Milliken Day in Charlotte in appreciation of Alton and E.B. Milliken's contributions to our town, county, and community. Adopted this 16th day of May 2017, and it's signed by Walt Eckert, Mayor of Charlotte.
I'm here with Jamie Milligan. Jamie, thanks for joining us.
It's great to be here with you, Jim, on our great broadcast of our town.
That's a great day to celebrate your mom and dad and all their contributions to the town of Charlotte and the whole area.
We are so humbled as a family that the town recognized them for their accomplishments. They started Charlotte Electric in 1971 on a $10,000 banknote, and it grew from there with just a handful of family members really as employees. And today we're in three locations.
We're a large employer.
Yes, sir. 45 families depend on Charlotte Electric. We've been providing health care for our employees since the late 80s, so we're
almost
real,
unheard of back in those days.
Real proud of that fact.
Yeah.
And they're just very caring people. They're very conservative, and it's just good, great leadership to work on.
Well, I enjoyed talking to your mom and dad just for a few minutes, and they sent you out here which is just fine. But not only do you have a large number of employees, but you've served thousands and thousands of us around the community and around the county and probably elsewhere.
Well, we've been bringing supplies to Brunswick County for a long, long time, and the building community and Brunswick County in a whole has just been fabulous to us. They've supported us in every way. When the big box stores come, the Lowe's and the Home Depots, people look to the little businesses to go out, but
we haven't forgotten.
We found our way and found our niche, and the citizens of Brunswick County have never forgotten us.
What's your first recollection of working around the store?
I was in there the summer of my 10th grade year, and I would be in there the whole time, and the phone would never ring. And when the phone did ring, we'd get real excited. And so I've seen it change a great deal.
Just think of it now.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes. The Lord's been good to us.
We've got a lot of bluegrass music this
Yes,
evening.
we do. Yes,
and you may know I love bluegrass music.
And I do too. And I'm glad to be here and glad to speak to our town. What a great privilege.
Well, thank you, Jamie. We really appreciate you and your mom and dad, and it's nice to celebrate them today.
Amen.
With Eric Brandt. Did I get your name right, Eric?
That's it, Eric Brandt.
Eric, you've got some great stories to tell about the Milliken family. Let's talk about them for a second.
I've known the Milliken family now for over 30 years. My first year as an insurance agent with MetLife.
Right.
I happened to walk in the store and met Miss E.B. behind that big counter, and she was just as nice and as gracious as anybody would be. It was later on in the business I learned everybody wasn't like that.
But you've been providing them with either, financial advice of some sort all through the years.
All through the 30 years for the children, the children's children, and the children's children's children, and the employees, and seeing the likes of Michelle. I remember when Michelle was a little baby in that office, in that refrigerator box.
Yeah.
And they have helped me celebrate my family events, and I'm here to celebrate theirs. And if you looked up good people, that's who you'd see in the dictionary.
Now, we've talked about their community contributions. How about you talking about that for just a minute or two? They've contributed so much to the city and the county.
They have. They're giving people. I couldn't tell you everything that they've done. I live in Lake Waccamaw,
right.
and so I'm not connected to this community, but I know whenever there's a need in the community, they're there. They're willing to give. And I remember when their store flooded.
Yeah.
It's about 15, 20 years ago now. And when I saw how the community got together for that, you know, what
right.
comes around goes around,
yeah.
and they're just the perfect example of that.
Eric Brandt, thank you for speaking to the Milliken family for just a minute.
My pleasure.
Thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm a huge bluegrass fan, and I'm here with Doyle Lawson of Quicksilver.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk a little bluegrass music here for a second. It's a real thrill to be with you.
Thank you, sir.
A real thrill.
Good to be here.
And to have you here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Well, I'm just sitting here watching that pond, making sure no gator jumps up at us.
Yeah. Are you on the road 200 days or more out of the year?
Yeah, we'll average about 220 total travel dates.
Where's home base? I know you're from Tennessee originally, but where's home for you now?
Bristol, Tennessee.
All right.
Yeah.
And your performers are from?
Here, there, and everywhere.
Kentucky, North Carolina?
Well, my dobro player lives in Sparta, over near Cookeville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Fiddle player lives close. He's in Jonesboro, Tennessee. The banjo player spends a lot of time in Tennessee, but he's actually from Illinois. But then the guitar players from over in North Carolina.
Well, I looked at your performance schedule for this summer. I'm an old West Virginian, and you're up there at least 3 times.
West Virginia's been awfully good to me.
That's great.
A lot of years.
That's great. Yeah. Looking back over all the years, what are some of your recollections about the early days?
Well, it's a lot rougher than they are now.
Yeah.
But no, the early days for me was the fact that I got to be around my peers and the pioneers of what we call bluegrass, and Bill Monroe and Lester and Earl and
right.
Jimmy Martin.
I grew up with those fellas.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: you played with J.D. Crowe and the Kentucky Mountain Boys years ago, and I used to go see them in Lexington, Kentucky, at an old bar named Martin's. Am I right?
You're right.
And I bet I saw you there.
You did.
All right.
More than likely, you did. Yeah.
I've been playing a little bluegrass music. You've been playing a lot.
I have. Yep. Yep.
Well, Dory, we really appreciate you being here, and we're looking forward to your performance
tonight. We're glad
tonight.
to be here. It's a beautiful place, beautiful location, and looks like we've got a good crowd.
Great North Carolinians, and there'll be a lot more here this evening when you show up.
Couldn't ask for a better day for it either,
That's right, yeah.
Nice
Dory Lawson, you're great. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
1, 2, 3, well, I don't care which way the wind blows. I'm excited when it brings the blows. I should change. There's a stain on my shirt. Been the same here alone for days. No place to go to anyways. They feel so sure. Yeah, no. Certain memories that keep me alive. Years times 365. And it's time to cut me through the dirt. On the one hand, I still need you back. The second hand, turn around alone. So sad that's just me. Counting all the hurt. Above the Sunday's papers on the bed, nothing left to say, it's all been said by the smart aleck, only seem to give up. Need to find a way to leave this room, instead of trying to lick these wounds, get over, counting on. Certain memories that keep me alive. Years times 365, and it's time to cut me through the dirt. On the one hand, I still need you back. The second hand, turn wires alone. So sad that just me. Counting all the hurt.
I'm here with R.L. Hewitt, and we're going to talk a little bluegrass music here for just a second. What do you think about this afternoon in support of the Millicans?
Well, I'm having a wonderful time, and I think it's really nice of them to sponsor this program, and it's really nice.
How do you like our new city park?
Well, I love it. I've known about it for now about a year, and but this is the biggest event I think they've had.
Well, it's great for bluegrass music, but it's got something for everybody here, doesn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. Are you going to hang around for Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver tonight?
Yeah, about 7 o'clock.
You know a little bit about them?
Not a whole lot.
All right, well,
I know they're bluegrass.
You're going to really enjoy them and all these other groups as well.
Thank you.
R.L., we appreciate you being with us.
Sure thing.
Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us again today on Our Hometown. We've had a great time celebrating the Millicans' contributions here in Charlotte. If you have an idea for a future show, contact us at atmctv.com. See you again next month. Thanks.
I received the ATMC grant for Breakout boxes, and Breakout is a company that creates the escape room experience in a classroom, and we are trying to make math and learning just more fun and engaging and collaborative, and so Breakout awards that opportunity. The grant offers me 7 Breakout boxes so that we can play the game as much as we want. We can let other teachers play the game, and we're really able to bring collaborative thinking, teamwork, and just 21st century skills into the classroom with this. So the Breakout is something that I just didn't have the money to put together myself. And so ATMC awarding me this grant offered me the opportunity to not only use this resource in my classroom, but share it with the whole math department, and eventually I'm hoping to set it up so the whole school can use it. Without this grant, this wouldn't be possible, and these kids wouldn't get the experience that they would have gotten otherwise by going to Wilmington and paying money to do these escape rooms. They're doing it in class and learning at the same time, which is really great. Breakout EDU is an up-and-coming company, and I just found it online and was really intrigued and just hit the ground running with it, and I'm really excited to bring it here. So we've only had the opportunity to play it once so far in this class, but they loved it. The first time we played, they didn't break out, and they were just clamoring every day asking, can we do it again? Can we break out again? And we practiced some more in class. We were able to do some more review and practice, and they broke out the second time they did it, and the feeling of success in watching them work together was just really a sight to see and something that's exciting for a teacher to see in a classroom. Thank you ATMC for this grant. It's been wonderful. I can't wait to get all of my new boxes and set it up and teach other teachers how to do it. The word is out now. Students have been talking about Breakout and they want more, so I'm excited to bring it to the classroom.